Genius Kids on Air, a show for kids and by kids, being brought to you by Genius Kids Development. We are now a national franchise. Genius Kids caters to the parents who want the best for their child, those who seek to shape tomorrow's citizens, those parents who want a well-rounded child who can excel in academics, sports, music, arts and crafts, and the most important life skill, communication and public speaking. We've been rated Best of the East Bay in services by the East Bay Express publication, as well as the most likely place to find a Silicon Valley inventor. We were also selected from over 75,000 innovative business ideas in the country by Time Warner to be featured on CNNmoney.com as business visionaries who dare to dream. We believe that in order to survive in today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, we need to create confident, happy and successful citizens who will become future leaders. Our children are our future, and their brains are like super engines waiting to be fired and ignited. Genius Kids is the instrument of ignition and inspiration which has to be applied at the right time between the ages of birth and age 6. So stay tuned if you want to meet and hear our very own students report to you with oozing confidence, communication and of course personality. We will be right back with messages from our sponsors. Stay tuned.
Little genius kid, little genius, I'm the little genius kid. Come on mom, it's time to go. I'm ready to pop and rock the show. My brain is wired, the neurons fired. I wanna learn and I wanna grow. Come on dad, it's time to play. I'm ready to learn, so don't delay. Minutes are ticking, my brain is clicking. So off to school, we're on our way. Babies, toddlers, kids galore. The little genius kid is where we'll score. Moms can chill and surf the net. Chat, make friends, or nap, you bet. Dad can read a paper or two, solve a puzzle, figure a clue. So come on, no need to think. My brain is wired to connect and sync. Read, sing, dance and learn. Excessive energy is what I'll burn. So off to the little genius kid. See the results, you'll be glad you did. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, I'm the little genius kid. Little genius, 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 I'm the little genius kid.
Shreya, how come you are always so relaxed in class and so confident? Yaar, you read so well. What do you eat?
Akhil, eat? Well, let's say some of my brain food comes from Genius Kids.
Call Genius Kids today, celebrating a new center on Mission Boulevard in Fremont. Call 510-659-9900 for a free trial class in preschool, pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, after school, or public speaking. Call 510-659-9900.
Hey, I'm a busy gal. Busy at work, busy at home, busy at play. The last thing I need is to go to the dentist, find out I need a crown or something, and then have to come back 3 weeks later to get it done. That's why I love Panu Dental Group. I'm talking single-day CEREC crowns with digital molds. It's state-of-the-art. No mess, no sticky molds, no temporary crowns. And there's more. They can do dental implants in just 1 day. Panu Dental gives you teeth in a day. Perfect for a busy gal like me.
Visit PanuDental.com for information on single-day dentistry options. That's PanuDental.com. Whether it's dental implants, ceramic restoration, or wisdom teeth surgery, we'll get you out in a single visit. Panu Dental Group, your multi-specialty family dentist. Visit PanuDental.com. San Jose, Fremont, Cupertino, and Dublin. Call 800-360-9250. 800-360-9250. A free consultation is required to check if you qualify. Call 800-360-9250.
Are you confused and tired of trying so many centers and not being able to find the right fit for your child? Maybe you need a fun-enriched summer camp or an after-school program that offers academics, sports, dance, music, acting, public speaking, arts and crafts all under one roof. And to add to the icing on the cake, a cute real school bus that can pick and drop off your child to and from school, home or Genius Kids. Would you like to enjoy delicious home-cooked meals like yummy aloo parathas, creamy vegetable galore khichdi, fresh fruit salad and lots more? Maybe you have a child with ADD, dyslexia, autism who needs that extra special attention. Maybe you have a middle school or high schooler who needs to learn the ropes of speech and debate. Maybe you have an infant, toddler or preschooler that you would like to enroll. Well, where could you find this wish list? Of course, there are tons of preschools and after-school programs, but let me ask you, how many of them have been featured on CNNmoney.com as the most innovative educational concept? How many of them have been nominated Best of the Bay by Crown 4 Television? how many of them have been featured nationally and globally for their success? Only one, and that is Genius Kids, an independent award-winning learning center founded on the philosophy of never too little to learn, a simple belief that every child is a genius, and as educators and parents it is our responsibility to awaken the inner genius in each child. Call us today with campuses in Fremont, Ardenwood area, Central Fremont, Mission San Jose, Fremont right across from Maloney College, and a new location opening right next to Fremont Park Station and in Newark as well as San Ramon. We are here to offer you that extra special attention. However, due to an overwhelming response, please call us only if you want the best and nothing but the best for your child, since we will settle for nothing less than that. Call 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431 or visit geniuskidsonline.com. Hello everyone, and thanks again for tuning in. It's Thursday night and the best show on KLOK 1170 AM, because this is a show for kids and by kids. Genius Kids on Air, and I'm Miss Renu. And yes, quick reminder, we do have our open house. Finally, the campus everyone has been waiting for will soon be open, right next to the Fremont Bus Station at 39380 Civic Center Drive. Open houses begin actually today and will continue tomorrow from 2 to 7 o'clock at night, and Saturday and Sunday. So be there and be square. Remember, we're only going to be signing up 30 children, and I believe Shauna has already got most of her enrollments. So do come and visit the beautiful campus and check out our lovely ocean wall. And remember, this show is being brought to you by kids, so let's begin. Today is May the 17th, 2012, and we have our very own history guru, Mr. Ayan. Hello, Ayan. How are you?
Hello, Miss Renu. Big hi to all the 1170 AM listeners.
Well, what a warm welcome, Mr. Ayan. Do you know you were very popular with the girls, especially last week? What can I tell you? My phone has been ringing off the hook. And who's that cute boy? He was on the radio. But let me ask you something. Past world happenings, what are you going to report on today?
Miss Renu, last week I reported about events that happened in history on May 10th. This week I am changing it up a bit. I am going to inform you of events that happened since then, since May 11th to May 17th.
Wow, you mean you've been really busy. Okay, let's begin. Sounds like a good idea, so let's start. What do you have for us?
Okay, let's start with May 11th. On May 11th, 1997, Deep Blue, a chess-playing supercomputer, defeated the chess champion Garry Kasparov, becoming the first computer to beat a world champion chess player. Isn't that cool?
That's cool. That's really cool. But you know what? How do you say his name? I can never say that. I'm dyslexic. Did you say what was that? Kasparov?
Garry Kasparov.
Fantastic. So all those chess players out there, you heard what Ayan just reported. May 11th, 1997, Deep Blue, a chess-playing supercomputer, defeated the chess champion. Fantastic. Okay, then what? What's next?
Moving on to May 12th, 2008, an earthquake measuring about 8.0 magnitude occurred in China, killing over 69,000 people. That is very sad.
That really is. And let's not talk about earthquakes, because we're sitting right on one here in California.
Oopsies.
Okay.
On May 13th, 1846, the Mexican-American War began. The United States declared war on Mexico. And on May 15th, California got lucky. Guess how?
I don't know how. Did anyone win the lotto?
No. McDonald's opened its first ever restaurant in California in San Bernardino.
Okay, so Mr. Ayan, how come you always successfully manage to bring food into this subject? I'm so hungry. Last week it was the parotas, and this week it is burgers.
Ha ha!
Okay, it's all very well for you. You probably had your dinner. Miss Renu hasn't had a dinner. Ha ha. All right, what else do you have for us, Mr. History Guru?
Another terrific event that happened in history on May 15th, 1928, Mickey Mouse premiered in his first cartoon called Plain Crazy.
Wow. Awesome. Cute.
Okay, here's a riddle, Miss Renu. Why did Mickey Mouse go to space?
Why did Mickey Mouse go to space?
I don't know. You tell me.
To look for Pluto.
Okay.
I gotcha.
You did, because you know what? I don't know much about cartoons. I'm way beyond that. So let me ask you something. You always have something juicy for me, so I believe you had something to say about Uncle Gil? Or some
Yes.
Uncle Gil's favorite, something?
And finally, I want to say que sera, sera, which means whatever will be, will be. And that reminds me of the Bollywood actress who I am sure is Uncle Gil's favorite, Madhuri Dixit, because it was her birthday on May 14th.
All right, you're not meant to say that. You do realize who should Uncle Gil's favorite be. It should not be Madhuri Dixit. It should be me, right?
I'm sure.
Okay, Ayan. Well, guys, that was a wonderful presentation. Ayan, you did some wonderful research there, and I know next week you're going to have some really juicy stuff. But try and keep these beautiful women like Madhuri Dixit out of my radio show, if you don't mind.
And Miss Renu, I have a little tip.
What's the tip?
Miss Renu, I know you believe in woman power, so here's some news for you. On May 16th, 1975, Junko Tabai became the first woman to reach the summit of Mount Everest.
Fantastic. I like that, and I love the way you've ended this segment. Women empowerment. And you better be a supporter too, because you have your mom and Nani at home. So give them my love, Ayan. And until next week, thank you so much for sharing this wonderful information with us. Okay,
Bye
so...
to all listening to 1170. This is History Guru Ayan Shah signing off. Bye.
Thank you. Absolutely. Bye-bye. And that's right. You're tuned in to KLOK 1170M, and it is the best radio show in the Bay Area and the only show that brings you Genius Kids on air. And so, guys, remember, Ayan has shared some wonderful information. He is, I believe, 7 years old in second grade, and that is fabulous. So parents out there, when I stress on communication, public speaking, this is exactly what I'm talking about. A chance to be on air, a chance for your little child to be the next leader. And moving on, we have our health guru with us right now. So let's see. I think she's on air. Miss Shreya, are you here today?
Yes, Miss Renu.
Hello, Miss Shreya. Welcome. We're so glad that you're part of our team.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Miss Shreya, what do you have for us?
Hi, Miss Renu and all the listeners. Welcome to Genius Kids on Air with Miss Renu, a show for kids by kids. I'm your health and fitness guru, Shreya, and I'm 7 years old.
So, Shreya, how was Mother's Day? With this past weekend with your mom, did you have a good time?
Yes, Miss Renu, I had a wonderful time. On Mother's Day, this past Sunday, I put together a special dinner for my mom. A plate of yummy cookies, some cake, and brownies. Yum! My mom hugged me and then asked me, "Honey, where are my vegetables?"
Okay, I have to agree with your mom, although I don't care for my vegetables. So I would have first eaten all your cookies. What did your mom say then?
Well, Miss Renu, I needed to figure out why Mom always insists on vegetables, so I decided to research it a little more and find out why they are healthy for us. I was also very interested after learning from our history guru, Ayan, who educated us last week about how the tomato was declared a vegetable on May 10th, 1893.
Yes, that was very exciting. So what did you find out about tomatoes for me?
Did you know that tomatoes are packed with antioxidants like lycopene?
Really?
Studies have found that lycopene reduces the risk of cancer, and tomatoes are the primary source of getting lycopene in your diet. Did you also know that tomatoes are rich in vitamin C that helps you fight infections, keep your gums healthy, and your skin glowing? Well, I think because of all these wonderful benefits in eating tomatoes, we should all start including tomatoes in our diet.
I have to agree with you. Now, let me ask you, what's the best way to get kids to eat tomatoes? Because I know I can't get Shana and Sheena to do that.
An easy and delicious way to get tomatoes in your diet is by eating pizza. Yes, pizza, because the base of the pizza is made of tomato sauce. Doesn't that sound delicious?
It does, and now you and Ayan have both got me really hungry.
Well, now I know what I'll have for dinner today. Pizza!
No fair, no fair. What am I going to sit here eating at the radio station? So, you have shared some wonderful information with us, Shreya, and we are so thrilled to have you as our health and fitness guru. And in closing, what do you have to say?
Thanks everyone for listening. This is your health and fitness guru Shreya signing off. Remember, always eat delicious food and have fun exercising.
Okay, guys, on that note, thank you so much, Shreya and Ayan, for making Miss Renu so hungry. And on that note, we'll be right back after this short break. Stay tuned. Genius Kids will be back.
Are you confused and tired of trying so many centers and not being able to find the right fit for your child? Maybe you need a fun-enriched summer camp or an after-school program that offers academics, sports, dance, music, acting, public speaking, arts and crafts all under one roof. And to add to the icing on the cake, a cute real school bus that can pick and drop off your child to and from school, home or Genius Kids. Would you like to enjoy delicious home-cooked meals like yummy aloo parathas, creamy vegetable galore khichdi, fresh fruit salad and lots more? Maybe you have a child with ADD, dyslexia, autism who needs that extra special attention. Maybe you have a middle school or high school who needs to learn the ropes of speech and debate. Maybe you have an infant, toddler or preschooler that you would like to enroll. Well, where could you find this wish list? Of course, there are tons of preschools and after-school programs, but let me ask you, how many of them have been featured on CNNmoney.com as the most innovative educational concept? How many of them have been nominated Best of the Bay by Crown 4 Television? How many of them have been featured nationally and globally for their success? Only one, and that is Genius Kids, an independent award-winning learning center founded on the philosophy of never too little to learn, a simple belief that every child is a genius, and as educators and parents it is our responsibility to awaken the inner genius in each child. Call us today with campuses in Fremont, Ardenwood area, Central Fremont, Mission San Jose, Fremont right across from Maloney College, and a new location opening right next to Fremont Park Station and in Newark as well as San Ramon. We are here to offer you that extra special attention. However, due to an overwhelming response, please call us only if you want the best and nothing but the best for your child, since we will settle for nothing less than that. Call 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431 or visit geniuskidsonline.com.
Hello and thanks for tuning in, and for those who've just come on board, this is Genius Kids on Air, and this show is being brought to you by the kids of Genius Kids, and of course I'm Miss Renu. And Thursday night every week, 8 o'clock. And remember parents, I know we spend a lot of time taking our kids for karate and piano lessons and music and Bollywood dance and you name it. And not putting any of those activities down, those are all very important. But how many of you realize that the most critical life skill to teach your child is public speaking and communication? And without that, what is the point of the rest? So, in today's fast-paced society, just being book smart and a straight-A student is not enough. Our show and our public speaking classes will teach your child to become street smart no matter how big or small they are. So if you want to really watch 2- and 3-year-olds performing on stage and speaking, visit our website www.thegeniuskidsclub.org and you will see how fabulous our program is. We have summer camps coming up and an amazing public speaking curriculum through the summer camp as well as all year round. So give a call to 510-713-2431 and don't forget, our open house for our new campus begins today and all the way through the weekend at 39380 Civic Center Drive in Fremont, right next to the Fremont Bot Station, and that'll also be the sister campus to the Mission campus, so we're looking forward to having all of you there. Now we have our tech guru. After, of course, talking about pizzas and tomatoes, it's time to move on to the Silicon Valley. So we have our Mr. Tech Guru, Mr. Ashmit. Hi Ashmit, how are you?
Hi Miss Renu, how are you?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing great too. Thanks for having me on your show. Hello listeners, my name is Ashmit Gaba, your weekly tech guru, and I am back with more Silicon Valley tech news. My first news is about a virtual reality auto simulator. Miss Renu, do you text on your iPhone while driving?
Of course I don't. Do I need to answer that question on air? Never. I'm really good.
Well, I'm sure you don't, and this simulation software is more for high school kids
who got their driving license recently or are about to get one. This is a simulator ride, and the purpose is to teach students about how dangerous it could be when you text on your iPhones while driving a car. This simulator ride lets students try their luck at texting while wearing these virtual reality spectacles depicting a simulated drive. The distracted drivers ran into pedestrians, drove way too fast, and missed traffic signs, and presented virtual reality for students on what could go wrong in reality. What do you think of this concept, Miss Renu?
I think that's fabulous, and I think we need to test Shauna and Sheena on that. What do you think? Okay.
I'm wondering if this concept is adopted by DMV and becomes part of our licensing process.
I hope it does.
Another note, the reality of a flying car available to the masses is about to come true. Miss Renu, what if you had a flying car and you could save more time out of your busy schedule and reach everywhere on time?
I would love to hear about that because I'd be able to fly over here to KLOK 1170 every week. Okay, tell us more.
Recently, this flying car concept was presented in an international auto show. Well, this is not for sale as of yet, but you can put down about $10,000 to reserve one for yourself. The estimated price of this flying car is about $279,000. I am wondering if we can do texting in this flying car. Well, surely not. And this concept will bring even more issues in the air traffic, which the government has to resolve before releasing this design to the public. What do you think, Ms. Renu?
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I can't wait for all this stuff, and I hope I'm alive when all this stuff comes out. It's pretty exciting. So let me ask you something. You gave us an awesome tip last week, and I know that Miss Ruby tried it, and she managed to type out cafe finally on her phone. So what's the tip for the day?
I am glad last week's tip was useful. Here's the tip for today. How to get different domain extensions in your Safari for your iPhone or iPad. In Safari, there is already a key for .com at the bottom, which we can select. If you wanted to get different domain extensions, such as a .org or .edu or .net, instead of typing these different domains, one can hold down the .com button for a few seconds and you'll see a pop-up for several different domain names which you can select instead of typing one. Easy, right? Try today. Until next time, listeners, have a great week. Thanks, Miss Renu.
Thank you, Ashmit. You always have such fabulous information. And what can I say, guys? You know, my three gurus this week. We have Mr. Ayan, who has shared, of course, women empowerment and talked about more food and given us information on that. And then we have Shreya with all the exciting stuff about how you can get your kids to eat those vegetables by giving them pizza. And then, of course, all this wonderful stuff by Ashmit. So, guys, I hope you're enjoying our show. This is Genius Kids on Air, being brought to you by Genius Kids every week, and we'll be right back after this quick short break.
Shreya, how come you are always so relaxed in class and so confident? Yaar, you read so well. What do you eat? Akhil, eat? Well, let's say some of my brain food comes from Genius Kids.
Call Genius Kids today, celebrating a new center on Mission Boulevard in Fremont. Call 510-659-9900 for a free trial class in preschool, pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, after school, or public speaking. Call 510-659-9900.
Okay, and welcome back, and this is Genius Kids on Air, and I'm Miss Renu, and we have a few minutes before we wrap up our show, and if you've just tuned in and you missed this show, no problem. You can log on to our website at geniuskidsonline.com and listen to the archive shows, and you can also visit www.thegeniuskidsclub.org, listen to the show, and watch our students in action live from their classroom. So, I wanted to focus on character education this week. What is character education? Well, whether you're a teacher, an administrator, a parent, a custodian, a school bus driver, doesn't matter what you are. When we're involved with kids, we're helping shape the character of the kids. So it is very important that we are the role model for these children. The way we talk to them, the way we behave, the way we conduct ourselves, the way we tolerate ourselves and children and the deeds we conduct. And sometimes I wish I could give some classes to some of my parents. It is really sad sometimes when I see the parents coming into the lobby and they forget that they have their 3-year-olds with them and they start arguing about simple things like late charges. It is really sad when you see parents starting to put down the teachers and argue about paying a $10 late charge, and your 3-year-old is watching you argue with that teacher. What happened to the days when we are meant to respect our teachers? What happened to the word gurus? In India, we learned that guru is the teacher. And yet here in this country, I find that we lose the value of the teacher. So that is where character education is so important. And parents, you have to remember, you are the first role model for your child. So remember, it's very, very important to develop social and emotional learning from home as much as academic learning. In addition to that, character education teaches cooperation and collaboration amongst ourselves, in our families, and of course with our friends. So in our public speaking course, we value fairness, we teach fairness, respect, honesty as part of our lessons. And we tie that into public speaking and an opportunity for the child to be able to come up on stage and share their views. If you'd like to be part of our show, don't forget to call us at 510-364-4033. And remember, every week, Thursday night from 8 to 8:30 p.m., right here on KLOK 1170 AM, the best station in the Bay Area. And this is Miss Renu signing off. Thank you. Have a great week. Are you confused and tired of trying so many centers and not being able to find the right fit for your child? Maybe you need a fun-enriched summer camp or an after-school program that offers academics, sports, dance, music, acting, public speaking, arts and crafts all under one roof. And to add to the icing on the cake, a cute real school bus that can pick and drop off your child to and from school, home or Genius Kids. Would you like to enjoy delicious home-cooked meals like yummy aloo parathas, creamy vegetable galore khichdi, fresh fruit salad and lots more? Maybe you have a child with ADD, dyslexia, autism who needs that extra special attention. Maybe you have a middle school or high school who needs to learn the ropes of speech and debate. Maybe you have an infant, toddler or preschooler that you would like to enroll. Well, where could you find this wish list? Of course, there are tons of preschools and after-school programs, but let me ask you, how many of them have been featured on CNNmoney.com as the most innovative educational concept? How many of them have been nominated Best of the Bay by Crown 4 Television? How many of them have been featured nationally and globally for their success? Only one, and that is Genius Kids, an independent award-winning learning center founded on the philosophy of never too little to learn, a simple belief that every child is a genius, and as educators and parents it is our responsibility to awaken the inner genius in each child. Call us today with campuses in Fremont, Ardenwood area, Central Fremont, Mission San Jose, Fremont right across from Maloney College, and a new location opening right next to Fremont Bart Station and in Newark as well as San Ramon. We are here to offer you that extra special attention. However, due to an overwhelming response, please call us only if you want the best and nothing but the best for your child, since we will settle for nothing less than that. Call 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431 or visit geniuskidsonline.com.
Do you know there are factors like taxation and government guidelines on eligibility, distribution and inheritance that can adversely affect your retirement income? You can learn professional strategies to overcome these hurdles and make the most of your retirement dollars at the tax-free retirement seminar